Everything was explained to me in a way that I understood. And from that day on, there was no doubt that New Vision Eye Center would be the ones that I trust. I'm proud to have them as a sponsor of this show because I wouldn't trust my eyes to anyone else.
Don't talk back.
All right, we're back. There's a few things I want to tell you. And again, this comes from a couple of emails that I was looking at. I hadn't thought about doing this before, but just some thoughts about things you should keep in mind. There's a couple. Here it is. If you're buying a TV, right now, don't buy a TV with less than 4K resolution. If you have a normal size set from 41-inch above, avoid just full HD unless you're buying like a 32-inch TV for your desk or the den or whatever. But make sure if it's a TV with any size to it, that you make sure it has 4K. On the other hand, right, you've heard a lot about 8K. 8K again doubles the resolution of 4K and is 8 times the resolution of HD. There's almost nothing available for that yet. And I'm not sure how this is going to play out when everything is streaming. I believe they'll start making more 8K content, but it's just not worth it now, and it's super, super, super expensive. I mean, way out of all our budgets. But if you have money, hey, get an 8K TV. So the other thing about resolution is, to many of us, it's hard to tell the difference between 1080 and 4K, depending on how what you're looking at and how it was shot. Just stick with 4K. You'll be happy. It's going to last you a long time, right? If you remember, there was a budget set that I recommended earlier. It was the Vizio M series, and it came in about $500. That's a terrific price for a terrific set. So if you're out there buying the 55-inch 4K, the Vizio is a good price. And by the way, that same Vizio probably comes in at about $900 for the 65-inch model. All right, something that people talk about, you may have heard about, it means nothing to you. It's the refresh rate of TVs. There's a 60 hertz, or you can go all the way up right now to 120 hertz. You'll notice this. You don't think about it, but you'll notice that during action sequences when things move really fast, sometimes at a lower refresh rate, it's blurry. I mean, it's choppy. But at 120 hertz, it's not. You can see, everything in fast action. So gamers like that, and people who are gamers and people who like a lot of sports. The other thing you probably should look for is at least four HDMI ports. We're doing a lot of hookups with streamers and to your computers and all that. So just make sure you have enough ports. The HDMI port is now being also built into all your computers. And by the way, a lot of these systems, television systems, have the streaming applications built in. And if you get the Samsung, and everybody likes the Samsung for Netflix, Hulu, and all those streamers, fine. But if you like the TV, but you don't like how they're handling the apps, remember you can always add a Fire Stick or a Roku. So I went on a little too long with this. You know what let me see what I can do here. I want to talk to you quickly. I'm going to do this quick. And I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to just give you the outline now. I want to talk to you about how to read your bills. I'll set this up for next time. How to look at your cable bills. How do you look at your internet bills? How do you look at your mobile phone bills? Why you need to keep track with automatic payments. Why, when your contracts expire, you need to really look at them. I put it in my calendar. Every time I sign up for something, I put the end date in my calendar with a warning 1 week before, because you can negotiate your way to lower costs. So I think the major thing I do want to talk about next week, honestly, is those bills that you're getting. You need to know what's in them, because these companies make mistakes. These companies up your bill for perhaps because your contract ran out and you're entering a new stage, but you need to know how to do this. So what I'm going to do is put this down so I don't forget, because if I don't write it down, we won't be talking about it next week. So I think that's all for today. That was the TV thing actually took a lot longer than I thought. I really did want to talk to you about the iPad. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're having a good time. I'm going to say goodbye now. This is David-Yakir. You're listening to Yak About Today in Tech. Remember, you can always get me at david@yak-about-today.com. david@yak-about-today.com. All right. We'll play you off.
Bye.